I'm chatting to Alan GREEFF about the runners for the yard on Friday, and the yard start in race 1 with My Best Shot. Now, this fellow on debut, well, he was definitely green and squeezed in the running, and everything points to the fact that he can show improvement on Friday.
Yes, Nate, I agree with you there, and he showed a bit of pace as well. Got squeezed at about 200 and then just had to ease out of the race after that, and he just didn't find his momentum, so definitely expect a better race.
We move on to race 2, where we will see My True Love. Now, she found her feet last time out, quite literally as well, and over the final stages she really produced the best run on that she has to date to finish in second.
Yeah, she's starting to come to hand, and it is a fillies handicap, and carrying 54.5, I think she can be competitive once again.
In race 3, a Battle of Kursk will step out for the yard for the first time, and he relocates off fair high-felt form.
Yeah, nice horse, and if he brings his work and his form to the races, he should be a tough nut to crack. He is a little bit unpredictable in the pens, and we've been working hard on that, and hopefully he behaves himself and gets in and gets going.
Well, if all goes well in the gate, sounds like he's definitely a runner that you have to respect. In race 4, Unyielding will run. Now, she ran a very good race last time out in the ladies' bracelet, but Ellen, she did pay the penalty for that 7 points I see for finishing 7th. And how do you feel that's going to affect her on Friday?
Yeah, I think it was quite a harsh penalty. It's just starting to think that to finish 4.5 lengths and finish 7th to get 7 points was a bit harsh, but the handicapper will hopefully have it right, and if he's got it right, then she's competitive.
That is the truth, that the handicapper is spot on. Unyielding will be a runner at that rating on Friday. In race 5, Grazing in the Grass, well, he's back off a little bit of a break, a very well-deserved one. He was in super form. Alan, the main question for him is he going to need the run? And he'll be joined by Wildest Dreams, who takes on the boys, but she's got a lovely low galloping weight.
Yeah, Grazing in the Grass, he had a really hard campaign last season, and we gave him a little bit of a breather. I've given him a gallop or two, and he's taken it pretty well. He's a hard, solid knocker. And the unfortunate part is that he's drawn 13. He's just hasn't been lucky in his last couple of races that I've nominated him for. And eventually I said, well, come hell or high water, he's got to run from the draw. So consistent sort, always there, always thereabouts, and always giving off his best. Wildest Dreams, also having her second run after a little bit of a rest. And, I think she can be a little bit competitive. She should be able to finish in the money if all goes well, but there's some nice races coming up a little bit later in next month that will suit her much better over a bit more ground.
On to the features, and in race 6, which is the Bayi Stakes, the yard have got the 3 runners. Fairy Night, well, he won a very good race last time out, racing off the gelding. He did look to need that run, and that is what made the win really good. His stable companion, Legal Thriller, was flying at him late, and I've got to feel a little bit unlucky. He actually had to switch. Empire Blue also raced off the gelding last time out and can come on.
Yeah, really happy with the way he won last time. It was his first run after gelding. And it wasn't as a long a break as I normally give them, as I had this race in mind, so I had to get going with him. So I thought he was, had everything to do that day, and he did it well, and he's come on nicely from there. Empire Blue, likewise, was gelded actually on the same time, and, he finished 4.5 lengths off them last time. He can improve and finish a little bit closer. Legal Thriller ran a cracker behind Fairy Night, but I think Fairy Night's the horse to keep an eye on in the yard here. Legal Thriller will be doing his best work late. I think he's definitely a horse that you can't leave out.
The yard is well represented in the ladies' pendant by the 4 runners. Bonnaroo Esther, who joins us here in shot. A Summer Odyssey, who was a winner last time out, and although over 7 furlongs on that occasion, she's got some decent sprinting form. And finally, 3 Rocks. Ignore her last. She was never managed to finish after being bumped at a crucial stage of the race, and her run in the Southern Cross does point out that she's capable of so much more.
Yeah, Bonnaroo consistent, always thereabouts, and hoping, for any of these fillies to run in the money, get some black type. And Bonnaroo's a filly that enjoys this sort of sprinting distance. She ran a nice race last time out, not beaten too far, just under a length. Esther, consistent, been knocking on the door. Her last 2 runs have been second, just beaten, with diminishing distances really, and happy with her 3 rocks. Well, she had a little campaign down in the Western Cape. She didn't disgrace herself in the one race, getting beaten just over half a length in the one race, and getting really ridden out and taken out in the crucial stages of the next. So she's been in graded company, and it's a good line for her. Some Odyssey won a nice race in a novice plate, and back with the big girls, and likewise, just hoping that she can run in the money.
And finally, in race 8, 2 runners. Teatro, now he wasn't disgraced last time out, taking on a lot stronger at the Fairview Merchants. He'll be joined by Whatever Next, who was a well-deserved winner last time out. Took a while for that rating to drop, and he's straight back up.
Yeah, Teatro, he's down in class and could be competitive. His father's last run, he's been really consistent, and now back in the sort of race that he can be competitive once again. Whatever Next, I agree, it took forever for him to get his rating down, and he's bounced back up, but he won really well, and maybe he's just found his mojo.
Whatever the case, I do think these are 2 runners that you definitely have to include in your play on Friday.